Greetings, everybody. My name is Madonna, and I am the second vice president of the only and the new International Council for the Ethiopian World Federation, located and established in Harlem, New York, by Dr. Malaku Bayan, by order of His Imperial Majesty. And I'm happy to join you today. Thank you for having me. First of all, I would like to give you the website. It is www.theethiopianworldfederation.org. Okay? So, a little bit about me. I am a child of the diaspora. In 1987, there was a church formed in Cincinnati, Ohio, USA, called the African Ethiopian Nyabingi Order of the 12 Tribes of Israel. And my husband owned that church. In 1994, I attended the Ethiopian World Federation convention that was in the Bronx, New York. And from then, I have been enlightened about this organization. And I understand that this organization was built on the back of His Majesty, which deserves the utmost respect, the utmost royal council possible in the world. And we are the new energy that this organization needs. So thank you for inviting me. And as the brother was saying earlier, we need new leaders who are on the same vibration of each other. And if you are here, that is you and that is I. And I am happy to be able to serve you and to help bring all of our communities together internationally from wherever we are, wherever we have been scattered around, through the Atlantic slave trade, from Africa to Brazil to South America to Jamaica to everywhere. We are here living by the Constitution and bylaws that His Majesty established. And I will read for you. The organization was started as we, the Black peoples of the world, in order to effect unity, solidarity, liberty, freedom, and self-determination, to secure justice and maintain the integrity of Ethiopia, which is our divine heritage. Do hereby establish and ordain this Constitution for the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated. Now, you should understand that this organization was established to promote love and goodwill among Ethiopians at home and abroad, and thereby to maintain the integrity and the sovereignty of Ethiopia, to disseminate the ancient Ethiopian culture among its members, to correct abuses, that is all abuses and any abuses, to relieve oppression and carve for ourselves and our posterity a destiny comparable with our idea of perfect manhood and God's purpose in creating us, that we may not only save ourselves from annihilation, but carve for ourselves a place in the sun. And in this endeavor, we determined to seek peace and pursue it, for it is the will of God for man. So, with that said, if anything, any object, or anyone is not here to promote love and goodwill, if anything, anyone, any man, or any woman is not here to correct abuses and relieve oppression, then they are not our friends. So, with that said, if anyone, if any man or any woman is not here to help save ourselves from annihilation, then they are not our friend. And we are here to help see this through. And so join me whenever you can, whenever you listen to this message again and you find the correct website to go to, go there and see what we, you and I are doing to save ourselves from annihilation actively. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Give thanks to Madonna for that introduction of the Ethiopian World Federation and its main goal of universal love, love for all humanity, and the correction of all abuses. At this time, Elder Sean, allow me to beg you for some of that. Um, should I wait for you to respond to the Ethiopian World Federation or should I get a track in? You gotta give us one of those tracks because I've had a lot of dub in the background, and as a music producer, I know you feel. Go on, give us some of that music and make we wake up this vibe one more time. Let's change the frequency. Let's get the sound in. So, Elder Sean, bless us up with a couple of your vintage tracks because I know you in your collection also have your own vintage tracks, not the new ones. Give you the vintage ones, those that give you the inspiration to start making reggae music. A little bit again, you may want to talk about that other part of it. Who inspired you in the world as you were in Guyana growing up or up there in New York to start recording seriously and passing on these messages that are the vessel for which we are transporting the Lord Almighty's message of one love to the entire Ivers, please.
Yes, thanks much for this wise message, Ras Henry. Yes, I, and also to the woman out at the Ethiopian Federation. Yes, thanks for the wise message of promoting love in I and I, liberty, ever, so that we not lose the vibe of the movement of I man Rastafari. Yes, so sometimes we see that. Uh, Rastamen no engage uh, the the reasonings of a woman and their child, like in sometimes in a Rastafari ways of levity, like like them don't want to teach their children say about Rasta, because some of them say that my children will decide what to be in future. Yet we say that every youth you bear has to be a priest or has to be with those qualities of a Rastaman you are. Yes. And also some of them now include their women in this. Yes, some Rastas have their women Rastad, but the most have their women who are not Rasta and they don't, engage themselves in Rastafari teachings, in Rastafari promotion of uh, the levity. Yes. So, Rasta Sean, how have you come up with promotion of Rastafari within your bloody kids and the kids around you so that they also stick to the Rastafari values of this movement? And also, is your woman Rasta? And how has your woman also inspired the women around her, you know, say to, come up with a, proper maintenance of the values of a woman in a community of promoting Rastafari values. Because even the woman around, we are supposed to be Rasta, not so.
Give thanks to life. At first, we love to answer and said, give thanks to Madonna, the Ethiopian World Federation, for the great job that they're done and what they're doing. And for your question, brother, yes, there's deepness within this on a higher level, where a spiritual level within the woman movement is the embracement of certain qualities of life that she bring forth. We as beings, we channel our energy as man, or we call it we would call itself the equality of the house. But one must understand that our children come to us, but not from us. And even though we channel them the energy that they exist within and exist around, those children will find their way from you, using yourself as a navigation point. That I said, the best example is yourself, And as we move through that navigation, there is different part of it. As we navigate the part, through the distance, we must respect our children and give our children the path to breed. We love to be the great teachers of life, but sometimes life finds its way within the mystic. Like Bob Marley said, there's a natural mystic. We must teach ourselves to walk in the path and be the navigation so that they can learn from us,
So, who are you? What are you fighting for? Who are you? What are you judging for? Africa, the road. Africa, the road. These are my limbs, my stems I say, and all my blossom. My fruit shall be in every season. My children should have some.
Ethiopia, the foundation,
Remember your ancestors. Remember Melchizedek, Ardor.
Rasta must remember
For all
that.
of us, unification is a must. We say it. One nation. Destiny, one nation.
Yeah, man, it's a fact, I want the reality of life is to understand that we are responsive, and we must be responsible for different part and journey of different institution that we grow for our children to grow through. Because we have to learn to care for each other and embrace each other and make a movement back and forward, Because the world is not a world that we're living in. It's changing daily for our generation changing, Listen.
Cause everywhere is war, war everywhere. Every day is war every day. Every day is teardrops every day. Every day is fair every day. See my children.
And we must always remember the woman. The women is the central part of all our life, We must embrace her and keep her.
And the ancient one, the ancient of days. Remember, align yourself with the higher self. For you are who you are in life and the journey. For every tree that is planted
by the
by the
river,
rivers of water.
my
My
nation.
nation, you shall bring forth that fruit in the time of thy season. Remember, tribulation is great,
Great,
but
great,
we
great.
all is greater than what we can bear.
Hear that? Living in. So one of the most important thing is to understand that all nation, we need to move. We need to make it happen. We need to overstand our generation, our dear. We must not look at no color, race, nor creed. We must look at the nature of each other and embrace and learn to care and love. We must start loving ourselves, loving our spouse, learning to care for our spouse. Deep it and remember, the woman womb is very important. We can't mash the woman up. We can't bring her down. We gotta uplift her so that we can be uplifted. She's like a armor and a guard and a protector. She will take care of us. She is the navigating. Without her, you know, who can we say that we are kings? Without having a strong, powerful queen and not realizing how powerful she are.
On the planet, peace should ever be reigned. For where there is conflicts, where there is war in heaven, where there is lightning and thunder, for I wear where the heart is ship, and the four angels have opened the doors. For these are the days of the secret seals of the seven seals has been opened. Where the chosen children and the children of the Most High has risen. Remember, we are the mental and the mental growth in effect. Prepare yourself, my children. Prepare yourself. For these are the days of thy coming. Remember, after they were war and there were rumors of war. Remember, great one, great ancestors that's giving you we power. We are living in.
Don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are.
The power to touch and control. Remember who you are, deep within, and rise, the sun, the children of the sun. Light for the light of Melchizedek and the art of Melchizedek. Remember who you are. These great warriors and great soldiers of the earth. I'm a Gideon. Where are the soldiers of the left and the right, of the east to the west, and of the north and the south, of the angels? Remember the council of theirs, of the 24 elders. Remember the elders who prepared the table before me for the